When you have artwork in public spaces, everybody begins to take authorship and ownership. They tell stories and have conversations about it. The dialogue is what the work is supposed to produce. Hi, my name is Linda Vonderschmidt-LaStella, and I'm going to take you on a journey through the making of Metuchen's community mural. How we took this very nondescript cinder block storage building for tennis equipment and transformed it into an arts destination and a great source of community pride. The project was embraced by over 300 people of every age who came to the Metuchen Senior Center in groups of 30 to 35 each Saturday and Sunday in March for the past 4 years. The Senior Center provided a bright and spacious area that could be easily set up to accommodate the work. Each artist who came received a cut and numbered tile, along with some basic tools and some additional clay. While they knew the theme, that is, which season they were creating, everyone was totally free to make what they wanted on their tile, as long as they didn't change the external shape. The first year, I prepared a brief PowerPoint to acquaint all the participants, not only about the project, but introduce them to basic clay making processes, and suggested in an earlier email that they bring objects to impress, toys, old jewelry. They came prepared. The first year, some families were so captivated by the project, they determined to have a tile on every side as their family grew. The youngest child here came first in the womb. And you saw both of these girls delighting in the finished mural at its installation. This at the top is another 3-year-old who came to make a tile all 4 years. Clay was explored, yes, by dog paws and baby toes. Hands were traced, and our very active senior center, as well as all those who work in service to our town, were utterly gracious and hospitable to us. The project brought generations together. Parents and children certainly, but oftentimes 3 or 4 generations came to create a tile. I tried to make sure groups that came together had tiles connected to each other, as the tiles in the center were with the mother and daughter. Because the project was sponsored by the Metuchen Arts Council, members of the Arts Council signed up each session to act as studio assistants. The white aprons said it all. These people set up, cleaned up, helped people with questions, found tools, additional clay, and transported each of the tiles to dry on the mat upstairs. They were just one of the many essential pieces that made the project work. At the end, ask me about that sign if you wish. In 2000, the summer and, let's see, each session lasted 2 hours. That seemed a good timing to keep everyone engaged. Only for the spring panel did I use a white stoneware clay, so this little group is obviously working on spring. The summer and autumn panels included impressed botanicals. Summer has flowers, leaves, and stems from participants' gardens. Autumn includes impressed tree leaves. You can see some of the edges of autumn at the top. In 2016, Metuchen High School requested that I take on 2 high school interns to assist with the project. Dylan, a sophomore, and Valentina, a junior, worked with me from the beginning of the winter mural, tracing the original drawing onto plastic, helping with the weekend community sessions, setting the mural out once it was first fired in prep for glazing, and doing lots of other studio chores. And there was lots of chores to be done behind the scenes. For example, every single individual tile, about 300 per side, had to be wrapped and rewrapped 3 times between transporting and storage. I used red stoneware clay body for several reasons. I wanted everyone to have a sense of getting their hands dirty. And secondly, unglazed, even red clay looks and has a presence to it. A Girl Scout troop from South Plainfield were working on a new badge called the Arts in Community. They contacted me and I met with them at one of their meetings, and they had a great time sculpting a whole flower, each girl did a petal, as part of spring, then came to celebrate with us at the dedication of the project. The edges of anything hold it together. Here are the icy edges of winter, the purples of autumn, the alternating edges of spring, all crafted by the person who really helped me hold the project together. Nino, my husband, did so much, and many of the ugly and unsexy parts required to make a mural, including installation. Our Department of Public Works not only prepped the building, but really did all of the install. Lots of other people came to help. It was a community project to the end. And because I wanted the project to read as a coherent whole, I reserved some aspects for myself. First, by creating the overall design, sculpting the words, sculpting images of the ways we celebrate the season as a community together, and finally, the glazing. And finally, should you come to visit the mural, La Primavera, who dominates the spring panel, will invite you to join the dance of the seasons with this most touchable of art forms. Thank you.